Hey guys, it's me Meteor, and welcome to what may be my last Let's Play on my channel, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. We're gonna begin, this is gonna be a 100% run, and start on File 3. I'm gonna be handling this a bit different. The treasure roads I'll be doing in separate videos at the end of the Let's Play. I'll do them all off screen. I wanna make sure I get all the treasure times and all that stuff too. So in terms of the Waddle Dees, I'll be getting those as well, and if I miss any, I'll have to go back for them. So anyway, let's go and begin, and enjoy this Let's Play. The first one I'm trying with a child, so let's see how well this plays out. Yeah, online's fine, sure, why not? Yep, yeah, I accept whatever that is, yep, use. Sure, good. Wild mode, of course, Spring Breeze mode is, well, you have less health, and I guess that's it. Gotta say, these CGI cutscenes just get better and better each time. Kirby always has such a peaceful day to start his morning, and we even have a sentient warp star, so, you know, whatever, those ancients are pretty crazy tech right there. And as usual, in Kirby's wonderful mornings, they always tend to have some kind of horrific thing happen to ruin his day. Gotta feel for the guy. I mean, seriously, why can't he ever just get a break once in a while? He always has to just ruin his day and go and save someone from the world or something, and, you know, but either way, Kirby jumps right in and just starts. While everyone else is getting sucked in, including a butterfly and Bandana Dee. Oh, he almost lost his spear there, but thankfully got sucked in too with him. Yeah, Kirby's not so good at evading stuff, is he? Even with a Lightspeed Warp Star. And here's something that never gets explained, Kirby's ability to morph after entering this extra dimension. Why does that happen? Game mechanics. That's the only explanation I've seen from this game so far. By the way, then he finds himself face planted at the beach, like we see in the original first trailer that we all went crazy for. I love the little gif someone made of that whole cutscene here in reverse, where Kirby is just looks like he's so sick of it, just like face plants himself back in the sand. That's probably one of my favorite images from that whole thing. Starts off very quiet because Kirby has no idea where he's at, obviously, and there's no music playing at all. Just reminds me about 90% of the gameplay in Metro Other M. Look at this, you can get coins, you can jump away. And you'll see those little sparkling spots. They get other stuff to appear in them. What I find kind of interesting is, if you notice the chirps of the birds in the background, they kind of chirp the theme, even if there's no actual music playing. It's kind of interesting. I kind of like the little effect, given the whole idea of the way this game works in terms of the theme. And then, of course, here is where that wonderful, beautiful theme kicks in. We get to first use Kirby in 3D for the first time. Unless you play Blow Up Blast or Battle Royale, but, I mean, those weren't truly 3D like this game is. Look, you can even slightly turn the camera. Slightly. But you could still turn it, so there's that. Whee! Of course, if you notice, you don't have a moveset from the pause screen. There are no pause screen descriptions. There's none of that. But, either way, doesn't really matter. It's just Kirby's first foray into 3D. Got the little charge move here. If you slide kick, you can do that too. And of course, you have this severely broken dodge. I mean, you can even counter with that move too. It's quite impressive in just how broken it is, but whatever. As you might have already seen, I didn't use that at all in my entire original first run of this game that I did by myself. So, there's that. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I think I did end up using the dodge in my first run through the arena in this game, just because I was trying to see the end, and that's pretty much it. Here you get like a little top-down perspective, which kind of reminds me of like the intro of Battle Royale a bit, which you can't really adjust the camera of, like up and down. At first I thought almost the entire game was going to be like that. Thankfully, it only seems like this part are very minimal spots where that even happens, so there's that. Just, maybe just like a little reference or just an idea of what's going on, but most of the game is kind of like this, where it's legitimately 3D. So, there's that. There's not really much to explore. I mean, there's not really, yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It is a linear game, but there's not really anything to collect at the moment. This is just the intro level. And we have a Woofy, which I still find a very strange name because that really does sound like a dog's play name or something like that. Little Woofy. But, I mean, I've already made that joke in my original stream of that, but not many people watched the stream. Actually, maybe a lot of people did. I mean, not everyone watched the stream, I think is what I'm going for. Either way, that doesn't get any less disturbing to watch. But there we go! Kirby! You can drive around, you get a little hat that just somehow stays on like magic. Whee, you can boost. All kinds of fun stuff. Whee! Look at that, look how fun that is. And thus you bust through like a car and somehow unscathed. Well, I mean, it's Kirby's overall like 90% of the car, so there's that. Not quite 100% of the car. Just stay on the track if you can. All good things. Whee! Look at all these coins you could get, which honestly isn't really that many star coins in the whole grand scheme of things. But, alas. And then you knock over the bridge. Which also, coincidentally, knocks that radio that's right there. Gotta say, this is the coolest thing to see. Like the first time I played it. I love Kirby bouncing like that. It's adorable. Seeing a little voice act song like this too was cool. I mean, I saw one of those originally back in the end of, what was it, Super Kirby Clash? With Green Tree Memories or something like that. But I also like here how all these letters have matched the same, the language you see underneath, which is the language you see in this game. So if you copy the download the textures, which I've seen some do, you can very well translate some of the signs you see. Some of which are kind of interesting, but I'll save those for separate videos. Anyway, I just like how Kirby speeds up and stuff throughout the song. It's like a cool little music video, like you kind of see in some anime and stuff. It's kind of neat. Kirby's just enjoying life. Look at him. Sure, he didn't really enjoy his time too much in the beginning of the game before he had to get sucked into this whole horrible mess of a new world, but hey, at least you can enjoy this world for what it is. You know, making the best of a horrible thing. That's what Kirby does. And thus we are back to the everyday gameplay. Except you can also see Waddle Dee is getting captured. That's not good. Where are they going? Why are they getting captured? All will be explained in due time. Or, most likely, you already played the game and already know the answer. But, let's pretend you don't. And once again, we have just ambient noise. No music. Well, this looks like a horrible ruined place of whatever this was. Poor Waddle Dees are getting captured and carried away. But there's someone else who's getting chased. Oh no! What is he gonna do? I gotta say, I love his glimmer in his eyes. It matches, it's like complements Kirby so perfectly. Oh, they're getting a golden one for Elfilin. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't say her name yet, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, he looks so sad. You gotta save him. Easy does it. Easy. Take that. No mercy for taking away Elfilin. No mercy. Yep. Yay! We saved him. Whee! Phew, you saved me, thank you. But what about those other guys, the Waddle Dees? They were all captured and taken away. We fought those beasts as hard as we could, but they kept coming back for more. Now I'm the only one left. I have to go save them, I have to. What? You'll help me save everyone? That's great! So, your name is Kirby. I'm Elfilin. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, pal. We're gonna be good friends. Hey, Kirby! Co-op with 2 players! Boy, am I glad to see you. I got pulled through that vortex over Planet Popstar too. If you ever want a second player to join you, just let me know. I'll always be ready. That's good. But I won't. See ya. Natural plains. And thus, our journey begins in downtown Grassland. Of course, there are several missions that we'll be covering all of. I'll be saying what each one is during it, so there's that. And if I miss any Waddle Dees because I miss an object and forget halfway through, which inevitably will happen at least once during this Let's Play, I guarantee you it will, then I will go back and get it. And be like, oh no, I missed it. Either way, first thing you want to do is tulips! Kind of like in Dreamland 3, isn't that neat? Kind of like how this game kind of possibly took the reference of, not reference, but took the idea of Dreamland 3's missions and put them in the game too. While also making it make more sense, and if you don't find the mission the first time, instead of having to try and figure it out by some cryptic clues like trying to lick some random spring with Choo Choo, then yeah, it'll tell you what you need to do. So that's neat. Either way, starting off our adventure, we get cake. Kirby gets fed right immediately at the beginning with his favorite snack of all time. Either way, here's a second tulip. Yay! You got 2 tulips to bloom so far. We're already 2/5 of the way there to the adventure. And here you get the main mechanic, well, we saw the main mechanic already, of the Mouthful mode. This time you're a vending machine, and you can shoot soda cans at people. You could also grab other soda cans and restock. So that's cool. Now you also want to break this down too. This is one of the achievements, but I'm pretty sure you would have figured that out on your own anyway because it's pretty in your face about the whole thing. Let's just go up here anyway. Grab this little capsule right here. Whee! And there we are. And the sound's cutting out for some reason. I don't know why that's happening. Hopefully it doesn't mess up to the recording too badly. Why is it doing more often now? I swear, is this gonna happen through the Let's Play? We're just gonna have to... Why is the sound cutting out like that? Alright. Oh, is that... I guess I can't go any further with that thing. Okay, then. Well, if that recording ends up too bad, maybe I'll just put the kibosh on this whole Let's Play in general and realize this idea is not going to work for multiple reasons. I guess we'll see. Hooray! Let's see. I feel like I missed a tulip. I feel like that was distracted what I was trying to do, or I forgot the main purpose of what I was trying to do earlier. Well, sound seems to be fine right now. Probably. Maybe the cut in sound didn't translate to the recording. That'd be nice. And therefore this whole rant will be very confusing for everyone watching it. I can't imagine that being too far from the truth, but we'll see. And we got the cone, which could slam things to the ground very strongly. Strongly, is that the proper term? I don't think so, but... Whee! Look at those holes in the ground we could now jam in and force. Gotta go in here. Look at all that. Oh, we can't fall down over that point. You can fall in this game if it wasn't already obvious, in which case you don't die, you don't have insta-death for falling, you just take a lot of damage. Let's go over here real quick. There's a tulip. Can't miss that one. If you're kind of on your way and you want to look over to the right, you could easily miss that one. But you don't want to. It is always there for safekeeping. And now you want to go over here to this little water spout too. Jump up here. And voila! That's another secret exit, or secret mission. Now we just need to find 2 more tulips and we should be done with this level. And that's one of the hidden Waddle Dees. It's not really so hidden though. Let's see. I haven't think I've shown a bomb yet, so I'll show that off. You could leave many bombs on the field right here, like this. Whee! Up, they go behind you. Man, look at that damage. Probably should grab Sora because I might need it for something. Usually with these mini bosses, you have to grab the power for some kind of hidden thing that you wouldn't normally see. That's our first hidden Waddle Dee. There are 3, 4, or even 5 in each stage. Make sure you collect them all, like Pokemon cards. You don't have to pay too much for them. That was literally the first thing that came to my mind in terms of collecting stuff. Don't ask. I haven't even collected Pokemon cards for like years at this point, so I mean it's not even... I don't think I've actually collected Pokemon cards since like the first 3 generations of that thing. So yeah. Either way, that Mouthful mode's only purpose is to open a grill-looking orb. That's 2 Waddle Dees so far. Let's hit this little spot here and see what that opens up. A coin and a bigger coin, which adds like 3 coins for the green ones. I figured what the values are of all the coins. I think it's like 1, 3, 5, 10, and 20. Was it even 5 different coins? I can't even remember at this point. Let's make our way up here. And you will see this little cone, which you could just chop down right there. Then we can immediately kill this little tortoise. For no reason other than we can. And there's also Waddle Dee there. How nice. That's all the Waddle Dees that are hidden and saved. There's also a tulip over here we could go ahead and pop open. Whee! All you need is 1 last tulip. We did not miss it yet. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure it's around this vicinity. Yep, right over there. And oh, he just jumped off the cliff himself. Alright then. There we go. All 5 tulips are bloomed. Yay! We have another Mouthful mode section, so let's go ahead and take this and do the exact same thing we saw earlier. Go up the geyser, and now we have to face one of these giant versions. Tort building, I think is what they're called, or something. I kind of like how there's a whole mechanic here of trying to hide underneath and to avoid getting chomped on like that. It's a cool little mechanic. Kind of reach out at the right time. And then guiding him to chew on that, so you can kind of spike that down. So you can go ahead and kill him from the very top. He's kind of confused because he can't see you. He'll see you very shortly, like right there. He didn't even know what hit him. And thus, we have done it! Stage cleared, we got all the Waddle Dees. All 10 of them. That is 10, right? 8. It's 8. Some have 10, some have 8. Either way, let's see what the figurines we got about Kirby. Kirby was pulled into a mysterious vortex that appeared in the sky over his home on planet Popstar. When he woke up, he was in a new world. Traveling through that vortex also gave Kirby a new mysterious power. Let's see what it can do. Onward to adventure. Latron Works Sign. The Latron Works Company was a massive corporation that invested in research and development within all kinds of fields. Electro, bio, astro, and more. Latron eventually split up, giving rise to many rival companies and countless heated corporate battles. Elfilin, a mystical new friend you met in a mysterious new world. You found Elfilin as he was trying to save the Waddle Dees from the Beast Pack. He seems happy to be Kirby's guide, sharing helpful advice to save the Waddle Dees and rebuild their town. Thanks, Elfilin! And thus we open up the second stage. Through the tunnel. Oh, there were 9. I guess I miscounted. Somehow. Alright. I don't know how to count. I guess that's confirmed now. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and check that recording, and if it didn't completely mess up and skip audio, then cool, great, I'll continue. If not, I'll rethink everything about my life. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.